All right, so Rob just said he's trashing anyone that thinks UConn is a blue blood. And Rob, we got a few numbers. Let's start it with here. Rob G, can you give us some ratings? We have the ratings in for the women's, which were in yesterday, and the men's championship last night. Give us those definitions or those numbers, Rob.
Sure. Now, depending on which outlet you follow, in this case, the one I'm following is Sports Media Watch. The women's final between Iowa and South Carolina did 18.7 million viewers, which is a gargantuan number, the biggest in women's college basketball history, the biggest in any basketball game for, 5 years now?
Since 2019, yeah.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
The men's title game between UConn and Purdue last night, the best team versus the best player again, this time on the men's side, did a very solid, up from 2023, 14.8, which is about 4 million less than the ladies.
Okay. Rob, what do you make of that?
It tells you that UConn's not a blue blood. How can a school, Chris, if they're truly a blue blood and people are into the UConn basketball mystique and what they get done and the championships they win, no matter who's the coach, no matter who's playing, how in the world did people not tune in to see a team win back-to-back for the first time since, say it, Rob G.,
since Moby Dick was a guppy?
That's how long it's been, Chris. This doesn't happen every day. They don't care to watch UConn win back-to-back, belly-to-belly. No. And you can say, well, the ratings are up a little bit. No. Blue bloods.
Last year it was UConn.
Right. Blue blood. Again, Chris, blue bloods, no matter what, you can't tell me if Duke or North Carolina or Kentucky was going for back-to-back, you wouldn't have had bigger ratings. Yes, you would have. Those are the blue bloods.
I don't think you can say that. Like, and I mean, you make a good point, Rob. That's a good point. You know, that if you're a blue blood, people would have tuned in. But let's say it was North Carolina, but no real stars. Players are generally nondescript. Most talented guys are freshmen, who, didn't light the world on fire with his numbers. He's the most talented. I cannot say for certain that I agree with you that the numbers would have been better.
I just think, Chris, when we talk about...
I just think that's the state of men's college basketball now. There's no stars.
Yeah, but there's a name brand, and that's what makes the blue blood. There's a brand that's there. Even if
Is that what makes a blue blood?
No, I'm just saying that, but that's a part of it. Like, you tune in, and it's not a lot of them. And we could go across sports.
Who are they?
I'm not just talking about... I just gave you a couple.
We're talking about men's basketball.
Yeah, but I was just saying, it's the same thing if you're the Dallas Cowboys or you're the Yankees or you're the Lakers.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's one team in each sport.
No, but I'm saying, and in college basketball, there's a few. I can't believe if Duke was going for back-to-back, I don't care who's playing. Like, that uniform is going for back-to-back, that there would be more interest, more hoopla. Like UConn is winning back-to-back championships, Chris, and it's not a big story. Okay, they won last year. It would have been bigger and more pizzazz, more sizzle, more bacon, more extra cheese, whatever you want to call it. It just seems flat to me, even with UConn winning, and they've won a number of championships. They've won with 3 different coaches. They won over a stretch of 25 years. Like, they've won.
Well, look, let's. I mean, we're talking about is UConn a blue blood? Here's the it depends on how you define blue blood. All right. Here's what the dictionary says: membership in a noble or socially prominent family. All right. So is it based on you were one of the great programs when basketball first, college basketball first got started, and your history, historically you're one of those top programs? That would be UCLA. I mean, at some point North Carolina got in there, and then Duke, which, Duke got great when Krzyzewski got there in the 90s. They had I remember they went to the championship in the 70s against Kentucky. Kentucky, obviously one of those. But if you're just going historically, no, UConn was not a powerhouse in the 60s, 70s, or 80s. But over the last 30 some odd years, they have been not only a powerhouse, they have been the greatest powerhouse. They've won 6 championships in the last 25 years, Rob. They've won 4 in the last 15 years. UCLA, we can call them a blue blood all we want. UCLA's basketball program is mediocre.
They're still a blue blood.
Well, so what? But that's fine. I mean, that doesn't matter if you're no good.
UConn.
They haven't won a championship since what, 95?
UConn
They can have the title of blue blood. So what? They don't win. Period.
Chris, the Cowboys haven't won either since about the same amount of time. They are blue blood.
Yeah, but the Cowboys are different. And
how? They haven't won?
We're not talking about, let's talk, are the Knicks a blue blood in the NBA?
No, they never were
Why
blue
not?
blood. They weren't, though. What? They won 2 championships in 200
franchise?
years. It's more than that. They won twice.
It's more than that.
They won
UCLA,
twice.
please. UConn has won 6 in the last 25 years.
Yeah, but they're wet blanket wins. They're wet blanket.
Wet blanket? What does that mean?
It just there's nothing to it. Like they won yesterday.
What do you mean there's nothing to it?
There's no juice with UConn winning.
A championship is juice. They're being celebrated. This is one of the best runs in NCAA history.
Chris,
I get it that the product is watered down, but it's watered down for them too.
Florida won 2 back-to-back, right?
But they haven't won 6.
Okay, then that winning back-to-back don't make you a blue blood.
I thought they were a blue blood before last night.
No, I didn't.
They are a premier. There are only 2 programs that have won more than them. UCLA with 11, Kentucky with 8, and UConn now tied with North Carolina at 6. Look, again, if you want to throw around the title of blue blood at UCLA, at Indiana, have at it. Those programs are sorry now. They're weak. All right? I understand the history, but UCLA hasn't won a champion. That's fine. UCLA hasn't won a championship in 29 years.
History still matters, and that's why I'm just saying, like, the numbers bear out. Like, where is the UConn love? People should have been glued. Oh, my God, they're going to win again.
That number's not bad.
They're going to win again. Oh, wow.
That number's not bad.
They're going to win again. It just didn't feel like that to me. Maybe you felt something different about last night. I just didn't. I didn't feel like it was great.
I just go by the facts. I wasn't going by my feelings.
I was going by feelings because that's when we're talking about blue bloods. It's a feelings thing.
So
there were no facts.
You get all tingly inside when you think about UCLA basketball?
Yes,
really?
I do.
Oh, wow. You're easy to please.
I am.
Because a championship in 30 years, I need more than that. I need more than 0 championships in 29 years to get all warm and fuzzy inside. Give me some production. Come on, Indiana. Indiana blue blood, Rob?
Indiana's a blue blood.
Yo, this is ridiculous. It's just getting downright ridiculous. It's like Notre Dame in football, sure.
Notre Dame is a blue blood.
Yeah,
no, it is.
Great. Give me some W's.
But there are places that people are going to watch just because of the name and the uniform, more so than the people who are playing. It doesn't matter who comes through.
Fine.
And at UConn, it don't matter. They could keep winning. They're nondescript. People don't know who they are.
They're nondescript. They've had great NBA players.
I'm talking about the
You're talking about this one team. But over the years,
yes,
Rip Hamilton,
I
Ray
know who
Allen,
played
we
there.
can go on and on.
I got it, but I'm just saying that UConn, for them to win back-to-back and 6 in the last 15 years. And
25 years. 4 in the last 15. They got more in 15 years than Indiana has, period.
It just doesn't feel like there's any juice to it. That's me.
Yeah, that is you. Because, my goodness, I'm about production. What have you done for me lately? Give me some Janet Jackson. That's what I'm talking about. I guess I should expect this from Golden Girls and all that. That's fine. You want the old school. Back in the 50s, back in the 60s, nobody could touch UCLA. It's about the last time they were relevant. My goodness. With all due respect to Russell Westbrook. All right.